Hello, this is my third production vlog. It feels like I just did one of these, because I did. I did one last Friday, and now it is Monday. So it's been 2 days, and I've already done quite a lot that I said I was going to. First off, we're in a new position today. Number one, because my room is a total mess due to the amount of work that I've been trying to do for my other subjects as well as for media, because I've just been trying to get things out of the way so that I'm not sitting there on a Wednesday evening having got home at 5 o'clock because I have a Twilight and 8 lesson day thinking I still have an essay to do, which is exactly what's been happening for the last few weeks. So I've been trying to organise my life. So this is why we're sitting this way today. We're also sitting this way today because we have another special guest. We have my little kitty cat. I say little. He's 8, I think, 8 or 9. His name is Philip. He is a bay. He will occasionally be popping into my videos, I'm sure. But yeah, he's sleeping on my bed and I don't really want to disturb him because, yeah, I know, I love him a lot. And he helps me with the stress of everything. And also, we're showing off all my books because I love to read. Good angle, Meg. Woo, good filmmaking. But yes, so we're in a different position today. We have a different drink today because I needed energy earlier, so I got it. And we all know I talk for ages, so I thought, why not today have actually another drink with me? That will make me not die. Okay, so this week, not that it's really been a week, but I have ended up creating my mood board, which I hadn't done last week. I believe that was in my future. I've now created my mood/video board. It is still a mood board, it is a video mood board, and it is about 4 or 5 minutes long because of the song choice that I have chosen, and I'm now going to play you a bit of the song. Because why not? Even though it's going to be awful because of the speakers not working. But this is just in case you haven't seen my mood board by the time you've watched this, this is what's the word? This is a preview of what is to come. If I can find the band, which I've just done. I have all of their albums. Just look at that. That is Devotion. I have B-sides. I have everything. This is literally my favourite band in the whole world. It is Danger Days, The True Lies of the Fabulous Killjoys, and it is... Okay, we're done. Anyway, that was a short extract for you of what my video is being played with, because it goes with the genre, and My Chemical Romance is influencing my entire thing so much. It is literally influencing my entire magazine. They are one of my favourite bands, which I'm going to say every time I talk about my magazine because they're influencing it so much. But yes, I love them. And yes, I've set all my pictures to that. I did pictures on everything I could think of. So I did it on common festivals, photos that I've already got of people that I could easily use in my magazine. I do want to use them. I haven't decided what articles I'm using them for, but they're just little thumbnails, so just stick around the page because I do want it to be a bit more like Q in its kind of scrapbook effect, the contents page, rather than Kerrang, which has about three pictures and then writing, and NME had basically no pictures. And if I'm doing a double page contents page, which Q does, I want to have lots of different pictures on there. So I have 3 models, if you like, that I've already taken pictures from. I have my friend Alex, my friend Alex, my friend Robin, and my friend Joseph, who are all being put in my magazine, and then my friend Kira is having pictures taken of her, and then obviously I have my main band, which I've talked about before. So I put them in, I put possible photos, I put in photos I want to recreate, so that was covers that I saw, double page spreads that I saw, general photo shoots, the blood photo shoot that I've talked about before, about doing, that is going to influence what I'm doing a lot. The blood photo shoot is an image I'm definitely creating. My friend is bringing in fake blood for us. I want it to be a very similar vibe. My Chemical Romance have, with their 4 main albums, they have 4 different concepts, and one of them is known as the Revenge era, because the album that came out along with it was called 3 Cheers to Sweet Revenge. And we are going much with a very revenge era look, black, white and red. Although some people have had problems finding just black clothing. One of my models, Jack, this has gone off topic, I'm talking about my photo shoot now. One of my models, Jack, has a band top that is the only black tops he has. He has 2 band tops, so we've gone with a kind of more red one. I think it's not a very concise look, which I'm a bit worried about, just because I do want them to look unified like a band. Which is a bit of a worry at this moment in time, but I am going to bring some of my own things. They're going to bring a lot of different options for me to look at. I'm a bit worried about timing of the whole thing, because we are doing it after school, which might be a problem if we have to go on a long time, so I might have to book a second photo shoot or move my photo shoot to a different day, just so I can spend the whole day working on just the photos, because I think that would be quite fun. But at the same time, I feel that if we do wait until a day, then lighting will change if we go outside. I don't know, I just have a few worries with moving it. But yeah, so we did photos that I taken of other people that I want to use, photos I want to recreate, fonts that I found a load of fonts. It's going to be so hard trying to find the fonts that I want to use for it. Obviously, I'm not going to take 3 different fonts for everything. I will just be using them for headlines and band kind of symbols and things like that. But I do want to use different fonts. What else did I put in? Festivals, I've said. I feel like I'm missing makeup, costumes I've put in. That includes makeup for Kira. I do want her to have more of an Amy Lee vibe, because my other model, Arena, is going with a more Taylor Momsen vibe. I do want them to be very different. I think Kira works as a more girly, gothic character, whereas Taylor Momsen is, although gothic, kind of, is more punky. So I do want there to be two different kind of styles there. So yeah, I have different types of makeup, even though the majority of the band will be in skeleton faces if everything goes well, which is another worry that I have about spending time doing skeleton faces. Because if I do want to do something quickly, it's going to be a bit of a problem. So I am currently having a few worries about my photo shoot. But I did, with moodboard, which is what I've done previously, I've really enjoyed creating it. It was really fun to do, getting all the pictures and everything, having a look at all these cool things. There were some good makeup looks. I saw some good makeup tutorials that I saw, which I'd like to do. But yeah, that was really fun. I just finished off my key concepts prezi, which I have put in my blog. I've linked it there. Currently it's not embedded. I'm hoping to find a way to embed it into my blog, but I'm not sure how other people have been doing that, because I know it embeds into Blogger, but I don't think it embeds into WordPress anymore, so I don't quite know how I do that. But I'll work it out. It's currently on my blog. But the key concept was really interesting because it demonstrated how Kerrang is run, and it also talked about how rock music is presented in the media. So it was looking at a lot at stereotypes of it. So you have the typical sex, drugs and rock and roll. But I also discussed the way that there is now the straight edge kind of, the straight edge movement coming about. I'd call it a movement, which is, I always associated it with rock, but it means you're kind of the opposite of the rock stereotype. You do not partake in recreational drugs. Obviously, if you need medicine, you have to take medicine. Recreational drugs, smoking, sex, or alcohol, and you also try not to be violent, because it is trying to, I think, change stereotypes of it, but it's also just a healthier lifestyle overall. So I was talking about that and a way that Kerrang presents them in more of a fun light. They did in the issue that I own, the only issue that I own, although I have read other issues, they did a debate on whether people felt that concerts were too violent, which was really interesting. I didn't include that in my prezi because there wasn't really a place to fit it, but it was really interesting to read. And then, yeah, that's what I've finished now. I might go back and change bits to just make it better, obviously, but after it's been marked, but I have to do that with some of my other things, but that's a future thing. I am about to start my research into another student's website. I did say last week I was having some problems choosing between Holly and Oscar's blog. I think I will go towards Oscar's blog, although it's not as neat, which is kind of stressing me out a bit just because I'm a neat freak and I like everything to be ordered. If you look at my phone, all of my apps are in their own specific folder. They have to be there, otherwise I'll get confused. But yeah, I like organisation. So I think I will go with Oscars just because it is much more similar to what I am doing. And I think it makes sense for me to do something that is more similar to what I'm doing rather than something which isn't really going to help me. But with the amount of work that Holly's done and the work that she has done, I will still be taking inspiration from Holly's blog, which is what I've been doing. Because it does have so much work on it, and she did really well, obviously. So I would like to do as well as her. Sorry, I'm dying. I would like to do as well as her. So I am inspired by her blog specifically. And then next Monday is my photo shoot. I've been talking about my photo shoot the whole time because my photo shoot is like one of the pinnacle points of this magazine. I'm also excited about writing the articles. It's the creative side that I love because I feel I'm a very creative person. I love creating things. I want to be an author when I'm older. I know people probably don't care, but I love creating fantasy things, creating like The Sims. I love The Sims, being able to create a character that's completely different to myself. I love acting, being someone else. I love making characters for my own stories. I love creating things and thinking about new ways to do things, thinking about new things to call people. Like, I will give everyone in that band a different identity. Like, I will take things from their own lives, obviously, but I will be creating kind of separate characters, identities for them, and that really excites me. I just love creating that kind of thing. It's really cool. Since I'm I've talked about the problems that I'm having with my photo shoot. I am a bit worried. I don't know how long I'm allowed to stay there for. I'm assuming not really past 6 or 7. Obviously, I mean, who wants to stay there until 6? I guess if we're having fun, it wouldn't matter so much, but I would worry about timing and people getting home, which is why I am thinking about moving it. Not that I've discussed that with any of the teachers yet, which I probably would need to if I was going to move it. I would need to discuss it with the rest of my models. But, yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But I am really excited about it because that is happening so soon. I think at some point I might need to draft my magazine or something very similar, or just generally start thinking about positioning what shots I want. I already have a couple of shots, like I've said, bloodshot is my main thing, but then there is, if they have the skeleton faces, I do want my front cover to be kind of reminiscent of the MCR, of groups with the lead singer in the middle, the rhythm, the 2 guitarists on the side, drummer and bassist, and with a kind of, my plan is for them to all be going like this and looking into the camera, so it's kind of threatening, but they're also kind of a unit, which I quite like. But since it's called Skeleton Hotel, their new album, I might have some of them like doing hotel things, so it's just like holding a tray, or talking on the telephone, or cleaning something. Or I don't think that would really work because I don't have like a concierge uniform, but I do want it to be a bit like that. And it does remind me, it's kind of reminiscent of American Horror Story Hotel. I have been thinking about that, and I have been thinking about looking at some of the stuff. Obviously, it is very gory, and I wouldn't go too into the goriness of it because people aren't going to like that. And I don't think it would really add anything to it because although they are a rock band, they're not a metal band, and metal is usually more associated with a gorier side of things. But I want my band to stay within the genre particularly. But yeah, I am thinking about looking at some of the pictures. Like there was one of Lady Gaga that I saw the other day. Everything was white, because she's very pale. She had blonde hair, but it was just her mouth. You could just see the blood all over it, which I loved. I have some ideas because there are 2 people in my band who are dating, so I am thinking about doing like a bit on that. So have them like blood faces kissing, but I don't know if that's a bit inappropriate because they are together, but it's just They have done that in magazines that I've read before with like kiss shots and everything, but I'm thinking about the blood because I do want there to be some aspect of gore, but not too much an aspect of gore, because that isn't what the band is about. At some point I am going to be taking photos of the clothes I am taking with me, because the models have asked me to bring in clothes myself, and I do want to see what they are wearing, because if I can find something I prefer for them to wear, then obviously I want them to wear that. I'm going to bring in my leather jacket, there are shoes I'm going to bring in, some dresses, because I have a lot of black dresses, some dresses, some shirts, some trousers. It's all just black and white, preferably black. I have told most of them to wear black, but white I will accept and red I will accept, because they are my key colours. They will probably be my theme colours throughout the whole of my magazine. I might include yellow. I think I talked about doing that, which is quite a common thing for rock magazines to do, I found. Kerrang especially, that is their colour scheme, is red, yellow, black and white. Even the subscribe thing, everything is black, yellow and white. It kind of reminiscent of a police do not cross this thing, which I don't know if they were going for, but that's what it reminds me of when I think about it. Which is kind of cool, because it's like, ooh, look at us, don't come near us, all this stuff. I feel like I'm talking really fast, but yeah, that is what I'm going to be doing in the future. I did start talking about something else I was going to be doing in the future, but I cannot remember for the life of me what it is. I do remember going back, correcting my work, making it better, because I do want to get a really good mark in this. If I could get full marks, that would be amazing. But even, I don't even know, it would be amazing to get full marks. I can strive to get full marks. I probably won't get full marks. I feel like it's quite difficult to get full marks. I feel like it's very unlikely for me to get full marks, but I would like it. It will be good. I currently have, I think, 3 pieces of work that are on a 3. I would like to make them a 4. I know that it won't necessarily mean I get like a lower grade, but it would just be nice at this stage in the game, because I feel like what we're doing at the moment is quite easy for me to be getting 4s. But obviously I'm very happy with my 4s and my 3s. But yeah, I am going to go back and correct some of the work, make it better, improve on it, add bits, remove bits, look at spelling, because I have gotten into the really bad habit of doing IT' for it, as in owning, because the comma usually is for ownership, but with it removes the I, so it conjoins the word. That's not what the phrase is, but I can't remember what the phrase is. So it puts the word together, so it's quicker to write, but yeah, I've been doing it wrong, and I would like to go back and check what I've been doing, check for spelling mistakes, things like that, but that is what I'm going to be doing in the future. Currently I am focusing on doing my other students' website and working out what I'm doing with my models, because I'm a little bit worried about it, as I've said 100 times. Now I've been going on for longer than ever. I've gone from 10, 14 to now 18, if not longer, if I do not finish this video soon. That is everything everything I've done this week. These are getting longer. I thought they would. Let's say goodbye to Philip, the cutest thing in the world, who hasn't moved a bit, and is having a nap, which he needs, poor baby. He got hit by a car kind of recently, like last month, 2 months ago. Just, poor baby. Well, maybe it's actually, I think it's longer than that. It just feels like it was really close by. But yeah, he's just a cute little baby. Don't attack me, I'm being kind about you. Excuse you. But yes, I should end this video soon, because it's about to hit 19 minutes, and you do not want to watch 19 minutes of me talking. So, goodbye.